So guess who was late today?
Yeah, you were. It's
Super
all
late.
late in the afternoon now. Well, it's not late in the afternoon, but
No, not for you guys. It's like 6 p.m. over here because of the time difference.
Jesus.
Whoa!
Whoa. That's some Doctor Who shit.
No, it's just the time differences. It's not a Doctor Who thing.
It is a Doctor Who thing.
Oh, no, it's
Not everything is Doctor Who related.
Oh, but
break it to you, but
okay, not everything is Doctor Who related. This totally is.
You know what pisses me off? And people like
people who
get angry.
Doctor Who.
No, people get angry about this on Tumblr is when some Doctor Who fan posts like an angel like crying, like a stone angel like crying, and it's like a grave or something, and they're like, "Oh, it's a weeping angel," and they're like, "Fuck you, that's a grave." And they're like, "I can't stand Doctor Who fans."
No, it's a weeping angel, and if you blink, it sends you into the past.
Yeah, apparently, but then, like, there are, like, actual pictures of, like, gravestones with angels like that, and then really dumb Doctor Who fans are like, "Oh, don't blink."
Don't blink. Yeah, no, it's a bit disrespectful. Like, I can imagine somebody on Tumblr posting a really weepy poem and attaching an angel picture. Probably doesn't want some massive Doctor Who nerd muscling in on that.
Yeah. I saw a post like that yesterday. Somebody got really pissed off about it.
I do get the impression that the fandoms on Tumblr can't always get along.
No, never.
I was on there a couple of days ago looking up some Super Who-lock shit, and, like, apparently Harry Potter fans were all going ape because they were the ones that were trending now, as opposed
to... J.K. Rowling, apparently she signed a movie deal to get,
Oh, I did hear about that. That is going to get the Harry Potter fans very, very wet.
Yeah, that's why people were freaking out yesterday.
Yeah, no fair play.
It was a film, it's like that book she wrote where it talks about the creatures in the Harry Potter world.
Somewhere to find them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, that she's going to write about, like, the fictional historian guy that wrote that, like, the adventurer. She's going to write it, like, about him.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
It does sound cool. That's why Harry Potter fans were freaking out yesterday.
Yeah, well, I can completely forgive that. I mean, I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm a fucking huge Harry Potter fan. But I feel like because I was into them years and years ago and there hasn't been anything Harry Potter related for a while, I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah.
Whereas I've just realised how seriously I'm taking this for a 25-year-old. Not even
25-year-old Potterhead. You're just like, oh, nothing's been going on. I fell out of the fandom.
My life
I fell off the bus.
Fandom anymore. Like, it's just tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah.
You're tearing me apart, JK.
You're tearing me apart, Rowling. She gets so super.
Oh, hi, Harry.
Oh, hi, Harry. Oh, hi, Voldemort.
I feel like I feel like
Harry Potter in the room.
No, I feel like Luna is like the Tommy Wiseau of the series.
Luna just is the Tommy Wiseau of just...
Hey, that's a little insulting to Luna.
I love Luna. No, I love her. She's my favorite
retarded.
character.
She's my favorite character as well, and I know what you mean. But I mean, I mean, Luna's like mental, but Tommy Wiseau is like, it's like he lives on a completely different plane of existence. Can we just talk about how mad Tommy Wiseau is for a bit?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he really was an alien who's from another planet. You talk about Doctor Who shit being real. If that guy is an alien, I would believe it.
Oh, completely. I would not be in the least bit because he doesn't. It's like his understanding of the world around him is so vague that the best impression of it he could do is The Room. You know,
his IMDb page, it never says where he's from, so nobody knows where the hell he came from.
I think the actress for Lisa did an AMA on Reddit once, and somebody asked her where he's from, and she says, even I have no idea. Nobody on the set had any clue. Nobody.
It's mad, isn't it? And yeah, interviews.
Selfish guy.
They'll like ask him, and he'll be like, "Oh, ha ha ha! Look over there!" And like, he's a mystery.
I feel like him, and I've always felt like him and the guy from Ancient Aliens would get along really well.
What's Ancient Aliens?
That guy! No, okay. There's this Greek guy. I forget his name because it's always really hard to
I
pronounce.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's the Aliens guy, the Aliens meme guy. Where
Yeah.
Ancient Aliens is a show here on the History Channel. Everybody makes fun of it.
Whoa. Back the truck up.
What?
It's on the History...
Language, Fran.
Back the truck up. But the History Channel. It's a show on the History Channel.
It's a show on the History Channel.
History Channel over here does not give a shit about accuracy.
Yeah, they really, not all of their programs, but it's a show called Ancient Aliens, and it's on the History Channel, and it has all these experts that talk about, they're trying to, all these alien experts are trying to explain phenomenons like the pyramids and shit, and they're like, well, that couldn't have happened except aliens, basically. And the main guy on there is this guy called Giorgio Tsoukalos or something, and he's Greek, and he looks crazy. Like, he has this crazy hair.
Yeah, I've seen his picture all over Facebook.
He basically runs it, and it's a documentary series that's been going on for like 6 seasons now, and he's exploring the possibility that aliens may have visited, the Earth many times, and he has this theory called the ancient astronaut theory that it's like they came to Earth during the ancient times and helped shape history. So like the pyramids were built with help of ancient technology, and the pyramids align with like a constellation where the aliens came from, and it's really great. It's wonderful.
I've never actually watched it, but I've just heard how hilarious it is.
I need to watch it. I mean, I think this could be my new idiot abroad. I mean, he sounds like a real legit idiot.
It's fascinating, honestly, because my mom watches it a lot, because it is so fascinating how crazy it is.
I love that. It's not like his opinions and insights are fascinating. It's fascinating because he's mental.
It's fascinating. Yeah, it is. And he's
television.
The best part is he's not the only guy on there.
That is television. That is television in a nutshell.
The best part is that there is more than just him on there. Like, there's other people talking about ancient alien theories and they helped during World War II or some shit. It's like so weird.
Of this, why would there be no historical documentation?
Because the government, I don't know.
Oh,
who needs that crap when you could just sit in front of a camera, you know?
The government here actually basically stated that there is an Area 51, but it's not for aliens.
What is it then?
They had it back in like World War I to test some airplane for the war, and there's actually no aliens there at all, but there is an Area 51.
That's so boring.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, I did feel quite let down by that information.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So did a lot of people.
But do you know what though? Like I am not kind of I don't find the idea of aliens existing that crazy. Okay, yep, laugh at me now.
No,
like that, like what you said about like the pyramids being involved with aliens. I've heard that theory before, like before I even heard about this, the alien show. So I think there's been speculation about it before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this in particular seems like rubbish, but. The idea that there might be life on other planets, I don't find any crazier than the idea of there being.
That's not a far-fetched idea. I just find it far-fetched that they would come and help, the 9/11 conspiracies or some shit like that. It's like that shit is like I can't even it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But like the stuff on the X-Files, like that shit's a little ridiculous.
Oh, completely.
I feel like that's where they get all their, like, information and stuff is from the X-Files and
I mean,
old episodes of the Twilight Zone.
yeah, I mean, that stuff of, like, you know, you hear people all the time, like, you know, they will have watched these shows and they'll be like, but do you know what, like, I think he really knew something, and I'm like, no, he didn't, it's a TV show, and yeah, there are metaphors and, you know, sort of allegories for our own world that you can take away from it, but that is not the same as Rod Serling being an alien.
It's because of, like, it's because of the X-Files that my mom watches all these alien paranormal shows and stuff.
I'm sure she can recognize the difference, can't she?
Oh yeah, she knows that it's bullshit, but she loves it. She's addicted to that crap.
I mean, that's a guilty.
Oh yeah.
So, I had a conversation a while back with Welshie before he went off to Alcon, which he told me was really fun, by the way.
Oh yeah, I would have totally gone to Alcon.
And
I'm gutted I missed.
Yeah, no, we were just shooting the shit. That man is on a life goal to get Film Brain laid.
Oh, that's not.
And he was telling me all about it.
Awesome.
So did he succeed? Is the question.
As far as I know, no. But
man.
But yeah, he's trying, and so what was that?
I said he needed to meet the right person, and then I did clear of the throat.
Oh, we'll get to that later. But so we were just
wait, whoa, we won't get to that later.
No, me and him were just talking about, like, we were just sort of making fun of him. So we had this conversation, and then he told me later I could put it on a podcast. So Matt, if you're listening, I'm quoting your words. We were joking about Maddie making a sex tape, then we realized it wouldn't be any good because he'd just review it. Same for his wedding video.
He would.
Hello, and welcome to my wedding video. And he through the whole ruddy service.
Oh, what?
And then I said to him, I can't even imagine him having a sex tape. And so he said, oh, I know. Imagine hyphen groans. It takes him a few seconds to say down. Imagine him praising God.
Oh.
Wait, can
and then he wrote, oh, God.
Oh, can I just ask?
We're leaving this in, correct?
Oh,
I hope so.
Was my name mentioned?
Georgia, did you do her thing?
Dead air. Maybe.
Yay!
Yay!
That silence was the most erotic silence of my life.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
If I continue the conversation, if it's Fran, she'd probably ask him, welcome to being a bad movie beatdown, bitch!
I totally would. You got me very well. That was very accurate.
Oh my god, so we were talking the other day, and I was watching a thing on... There's another History Channel, by the way. There's a History Channel and there's H2, which is... I think H2 is way better. They show actual stuff. And besides Ancient Aliens. And we were talking, and I found out that the English accent and the Southern accent are pretty much come from the same family.
No! That's not true. That's impossible!
Like, the Southern aristocratic accent evolved from the English accent when you guys tried to come over here. And, well, you did come over here a bit.
Yeah, when we came over here and we really screwed you all over.
You really screwed us over.
Memories. Like the shadows of my mind.
But yeah, you were surprised to hear that.
I was really surprised to hear that.
And then we talked for about 30 minutes about accents.
Bizarre about it.
I'm okay with that. I'm really surprised, though. Where did you hear that?
It was this thing on the History Channel talking about Southern history. And, like, things that are... Oh, we invented air conditioning, by the way, so you're welcome for air conditioning.
Yeah, people, like we need it over here, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, but... Don't your summers get, like, really muggy and shit?
Yeah, more humid than pleasant.
Yeah. But, like, the Southern Belle accent kind of evolved from... well, they're really, wealthy. They sound very wealthy and aristocratic, and really formal, so we can sound like that too to make us seem more formal, which I guess was kind of the deal. I guess that's how accents evolve,
I think so, probably.
I want to sound classy like this person.
Yeah, there's an element of necessity, there's an element of, sort of, both the working class and the upper class kind of adopting their own sort of identity and their own slang as a result of that, and...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
I was sounding so clever there.
I know, we were having an intelligent conversation.
No, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because, Welsh just popped up on my Facebook and he's making me laugh.
Oh, god damn it. Tell him to get on this podcast one day or get out.
I will. I told him we were talking about the conversation.
We talk about him all the time behind his back.
Oh, right, okay.
I feel shitty because I've only met him, once.
Yeah, he was talking about me. Right, okay. I am furious that Matthew retweeted you.
Oh yeah, he did retweet me because this is a story. Okay, so last week we had Kat on, and I think she was looking for people to play. She was looking for people to play Cards Against Humanity with, and I was on with her and Gomer, RT Gomer, who has a podcast that Fran was on once, and he's a very nice guy, and a bunch of their friends, and there was one round where it was God, I completely forgot it, but I got a screen cap of it to Matty Buck, and he retweeted it because I guess he thought I was funny. So, but I didn't even play that card. I don't remember who did, but
bastard, you slimy, underhanded bastard.
I think I gotta look for that picture again because it was really funny.
Essentially, what Greer is saying is that now she's friends with everyone on that guy with the glasses.
I'm not friends with everybody.
For me anymore. No time for Fran. Always been there for you.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm trolling you so hard here.
I know.
Oh,
I have the screen cap. Hold on. Yeah, it was shit. Where was it? Okay.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Okay. This clown keeps being sighted in Northampton.
A clown?
Clown.
Just a clown. Just a really frightening looking clown.
Is it Pennywise?
It's. Oh, do you know what? It's uncanny. I'm gonna link you the picture now.
Okay.
Oh, Pennywise is
First of all, the Cards Against Humanity screen cap was the black card was last time Welshie and Film Brain were in a room together, they ended up blank. And then the card that was chosen was it reads like the last time Welshie and Film Brain were in a room together, they ended up using Crystal Pepsi as a substitute for lube.
Yeah. Bravo, sirs.
And that was
wow. That clown is really creepy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And it's
what's worst is that that looks like that's at night.
Yeah, exactly. It's on a really rainy night. There's graffiti everywhere. It's fucking terrifying.
Pennywise has returned.
That's
He makes you float.
Is that in London?
I'm shitting my pants. No, Northampton. I think is. Where's Northampton? I think Northampton is
Massachusetts. That's where my sister lives.
It's kind of. I think it is just in the north. I think it's just a northern town. Let me look it up. Where's Northampton? What's it near?
So Welsh is still talking to me, and he says he'd love to make an appearance sometime. And he says, for now, I'll just sabotage your show. So I'm going to say, how ironic.
Good.
We're talking about a creepy clown.
That's why we have 8 views an episode.
Clown.
I'll get him on here eventually.
Okay, that's a really good idea.
And he also said, what was it? He's nuts. He says,
sabotaging a podcast that gets less than 10 views an episode, that is bullying.
He says, I wonder if Maddie shouts symbolism when he has an orgasm.
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder. Only one way to find out.
Oh!
We're getting really awful. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, this is going to Matthew.
Oh my, okay. No, I need to rant. I wanted to start off with a rant, but No,
Oh.
you love these. I know you do.
I'm going to enjoy this.
You do enjoy my rants. People were really, really, really flipping their shit. I thought my entire Facebook feed had taken stupid pills simultaneously, all at the same time, because people were freaking out because they're like, oh my god, Justin Bieber is going to play Robin. And I'm like, no, he's not. Why is everybody taking this so seriously? Why is everybody freaking out? I wouldn't even see a movie called Batman vs. Superman in the first place because I don't like it when they fight. I like the fucking Justice League when they're besties. I'm so sick of people getting so up in arms about their dumb Batman movies because you don't even know if they're... Number one, the Justin Bieber thing is not going to happen, and we're not going to talk about it anymore, and everybody's going to forget about it by next week. Like, think about if we just never talked about it. If nobody'd ever taken it seriously at all, we would have forgotten about it in like 3 days from now. Everyone's already forgetting about it right now.
Great. Then we wouldn't have you taking it seriously, which is really fun.
I'm not taking that seriously. I'm taking seriously the fact that so many people that I am friends with took it so seriously, and I'm like, shut the hell up. Nobody, that would not happen. It would not happen, and people are so up in arms about their stupid Batman movie, and I'm sick of Batman. That's what I am. I'm sick of Batman.
Okay,
I wish I could give you a hug.
I'm going to attempt to take you seriously for a while. No, I think you're right. It's just another thing for people to get angry about and to bitch about on the internet, and it's a waste of time. You know, like, either see it for what it is, which is a joke, and, you know, enjoy it and appreciate the ridiculousness of it.
No!
We can't have Robin be Justin Bieber. I mean, Robin's like a useless character anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, Robin sucks.
Robin does suck. I love
your John from the Room. I just love JohnFromTheRoomMovie.com. That's possibly my favorite nostalgia critic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's one of the ones that I watch consistently. Like, the end, when Doug is, money makes it all good.
I love that. And Libby's like, where are you calling me from? I'm at the office of Lucille Film.
The bit where even Tommy Wiseau doesn't give a crap anymore, and he's like, no, Tommy, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope there actually is a JohnFromTheRoomMovie.com and it's not just Tommy Wiseau.
I hope there is.
I really hope there is, and I hope he is exactly like that.
But anyway, no, if they actually are going to make a Batman vs. Superman, who would actually see it?
No, it looks...
Every fanboy ever.
Every fanboy ever, but I wouldn't see it because I'm waiting for a Justice League movie where they're going to be best friends. Like, every other superhero medium I've taken in that involves the Justice League or Batman and Superman is like they're working together, they're good guys, and they're fighting for the same cause, and I don't want them to fight. Is that too much to ask to be... I'm just singing Imagine in my head with Batman and Superman.
It could be interesting.
I'm waiting for them to make a Justice League movie, which is probably going to be awful anyway, so...
It would be nice for them to attempt something like the Avengers, but that has been done.
It's not... an Avengers-style Justice League is not going to happen.
No, and to be honest...
It's sad that it's not going to happen, ever.
Maybe it shouldn't, because the Avengers perfected it so utterly, I think.
I don't know how they could do it, because they keep switching everybody's actor before they can have a chance to even make one.
I mean, I just think calling it Batman versus Superman, is that actually what they're going to call it, by the way?
I don't know. And it's supposed to link up with Man of Steel, which nobody liked anyway.
Yeah, and it's like everybody I've talked to has hated it.
Fanboys hated it. The critics loved it. Everybody else loved it except the comic book fanboys.
Hang on, the critics loved it. I didn't know
The critics liked it. I mean, Entertainment Weekly gave it like a B.
Let me have a look.
The critics, for the most part, I think liked it, but then everybody else, and people who don't know anything about comic books or superheroes liked it, but then, like, fanboys and the nerds are really up in arms about it, apparently, because Superman doesn't kill people.
And I mean,
I have a question. Have they really cast Robin, or are they just
No,
joking?
no, nobody's been cast at all.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Except allegedly Ben Affleck, which
No!
I wasn't even,
No!
which I don't even give a shit about that anyway. I already talked about that. That was the day when we couldn't find anything to talk about. We talked about Ben Affleck 2 episodes ago, and then we couldn't find anything else to talk about. So, Ben Affleck seems to be our kiss of death.
I'm
No,
typing.
he's just Hollywood's kiss of death, I guess.
Yeah, damn right. I just typed Greer is crazy into Google Images to see what would come up. And this is my favorite.
Oh, okay. I love that you were Googling that. Thanks a lot. I like you a
I
lot.
was gonna tell you. I did tell you. Here's what I found.
Let me see.
What have you done? Is it
Who is
scary?
Ew, her boobs are all out of whack.
What the
I-
fuck?
What's wrong with that lady? Who is she?
Greer.
No.
Greer's not blonde.
Just no.
No.
Anyway, alright, change the subject. Well, she wanted me to show you this picture, Fran. Because he keeps bugging me.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I figured. But
Oh yeah, I've seen that
he is
one.
trying to troll onto this
No,
podcast.
duh.
And I'm not letting him get to me. He's just trying to bug me while we're doing this. So if I'm not talking, that's why. Because he's bugging me.
I love Mike J. Please retweet this to and colleagues. Please retweet to Tig with Tig colleagues.
So formal. I really. Mike J does not get enough love.
Can I
does.
just say, and I've said this multiple times to my friends before, that infomercialism is the most underrated show on the website.
Really funny.
To be honest, I haven't actually watched it yet. I haven't really watched Shameful Sequels.
So good. It is. The episodes are usually pretty short, but it's, oh God, I marathoned all of them one day, like about a month ago. I just marathoned all of them, and
I do that tonight. That's exactly what I feel
yeah,
like.
they're
doing.
like really short, so
Yeah.
it's the most underrated show on the website. Nobody ever talks about it except me.
I've heard about some, like, yeah, you know what it is, right, Fran? Like,
Yeah,
what
it's it's like products, like really
Yeah.
insane products.
I've seen some of the products that he's talked about before on, like, other shows, but his stuff is still really funny.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, it's funny to watch him, like, actually use some of the products. And, like, I think of all the ones he's done so far, there's only been, like, one product that actually worked.
Yeah.
And then, like, the last one, what did he say? It was like a thing that makes, like, ices.
Yeah,
and
it
then,
was
like,
a
he
Mr.
found it was
Frosty.
actually, like, a good cheese grater.
Yeah, he's like, this is actually, because basically the Frosty machine was just like a cheese grater on ice.
Yeah.
And he put cheese in there, and he's like, out of all the cheese graters I've looked at, this is the best one. And it's
I
not
know,
even
then he
a
puts
cheese
that
grater.
tag on it. It's great.
And I'm like, no, I gotta get me one of those.
I wish he'd make more Shameful Sequels, because those are pretty funny, too.
I was showing Rose some of them, and I told her, I said he did like 3 Shameful Sequels about the Fred movies, and those are like the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, the Fred movies, like I'm scared. It's one of the first. They're one of the first kind of bad movie franchises that I've been scared.
But it's not even a movie. It's like an internet cartoon.
It's barely a movie. I feel bad.
It's an internet meme that just decided to form a script or something.
I feel bad for Lucas Cruikshank because I hear he's actually a really nice guy.
Is that
And
Fred?
he's not actually, that's like a character he plays on the internet. And
It's just such a. I don't understand how somebody that seems as nice as he is could just miss the marks so phenomenally.
I have no idea. His early stuff with the character was pretty good, I guess, but because I remember it. I remember when he was very popular with it on YouTube, and it was just a phenomenon on YouTube. And the early stuff was good, but it just kept happening, and I was just like, okay, all right. And it kind of faded away for me, and then they put it on Nickelodeon, and I'm like, oh, alright, and the movies, and I'm like, oh, okay, and he's actually, like, a cool guy, and I feel kind of bad for him, but at least he's, like, making the money, I guess, you know? There are people who still like him, and...
Yeah, he's kind of laughing all the way to the bank, really. I mean,
basically.
He's putting a product out there, and people... And that is the thing about the internet. It is completely kind of diplomatic, you know? There's no kind of middleman. If people watch it, then it's because they like it, and the things that are the most popular are the things that are successful, and... You know, the upside of that is that you also get things like, you know, Doug Walker and, you know, all the people that he's then gone on to recruit.
And the podcast.
Yeah, and the podcast, which is awesome. Which is a staple of internet content.
Indeed. We are scholars.
I feel like those movies are almost the, or at least that character in general, it's like the modern day version of, like, Jim Varney back in the 80s with the Ernest movies.
With a higher voice.
Yeah.
With like a way higher voice.
I always see Ernest referenced on American things. What is that then?
Jim Varney played this character named Ernest, and he's like dumb and...
He's a big buffoon of like the 90s. I never really watched his stuff, but he had like a ton of movies for kids. Wasn't he the Slinky Dog in Toy Story?
Yeah, Jim Varney was Slinky Dog into it, yes.
And he died, didn't he? So he wasn't.
He died like about 10 years ago or something. But he made all these Ernest movies because he had this TV show with the character.
It's like, and it's like Ernest Goes to the Store, or like Ernest.
Yeah,
and then there's like Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Goes to Africa,
Ernest Spring Break,
Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Camp. There were tons
Ernest
of them.
Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
And more.
I mean, that's the thing, like, it does just sound ripe for parody. Like, there are so many, like, really mad, inappropriate Ernest titles you could come up with.
There probably are, you know?
Or, yeah, I bet there's Ernest porn.
Probably.
Nice.
But I think later in his life he did a bunch of like voices in movies and in animated movies.
Also, Toy Story. Like, I love that character. That, you know, like in the first one, like it's really sad. Like when everyone thinks Woody's betrayed them and he really wants to believe that he hasn't. Like, you know, he's obviously like a good actor and everything.
Yeah, I think his last film was actually Atlantis, that movie Atlantis, The Lost Empire, the animated Disney movie.
Yeah,
He did a voice in that movie, and it was apparently his last movie. Because he died in 2000, and the movie came out in 2001.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, Atlantis I've always sort of avoided. There were a few Disney films that came out around that period.
I like that movie. I really do.
I saw it years ago, and I really don't remember it that well. It was okay.
Animation, I always thought looked really cool. I was just kind of in a phase where I didn't see Disney films anymore, and it didn't really look like one of the Disney films from my childhood, so I had no kind of...
It's kind of dark, but I like it a lot. I know Michael J. Fox plays main character, and even the sequel is pretty good, and I think Joss Whedon wrote on that movie as well.
Joss Whedon helped make a Disney sequel?
No, on the first movie, Joss Whedon was one of the writers on the movie.
Well, that's even cooler. Joss Whedon Disney.
I mean, you know Joss Whedon wrote Toy Story, don't you?
Yeah, Joss Whedon was a writer on Toy Story as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which is an Oscar. So Joss Whedon is an Oscar-winning writer, which is entirely deserved.
Which I'm not surprised at.
Wow, that's awesome.
I think he's the best working writer on television.
You know what I didn't know is that one of his first writing job was on Roseanne, which is one of my favorite shows ever. And I had no idea until I saw him in the credits. I'm like, what? And I Googled it. And apparently that was like his first ever writing job. He had never done any writing jobs beforehand.
It's funny, no matter who I talk to, like, regardless of what they're into, what their tastes are, like, everyone loves Roseanne. Nobody that I talk to doesn't love Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
He's
So like,
That's a great movie or great show. What did I say? Movie? I wish it was a movie. No, it's a
Roseanne
great
the
show.
movie. Oh dear.
That'll be a weird movie. No, but I love that show. I grew up watching that show.
I
Yeah.
never really watched it that much.
I kind of really want to go back and watch it again because I can't remember much of it at all.
My mom watched that show all the time when I was a kid, so I would just watch it with her.
Yeah, I watched it a lot with my mum and dad.
I really
yeah.
want to see Much Ado About Nothing, which is that movie.
I've heard such good things about that. I don't know why I didn't see that at the cinema, or I think I was just really broke at the time.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's in it, and
I love
Clark
that.
Gregg is in it, so.
I wanted to see that with some friends, but like it was like independently released, so like we couldn't get to it.
Oh yeah, no, that movie, I think it only made like $5 million, which sucks.
Yeah.
But he made it all in his house. So,
Yeah, so
Really?
yeah,
probably
I
didn't have a
This
budget.
is bloody enormous, though.
he shot the movie in his house.
Like, if I shot it in my house, it would be shot in one room.
If we shot in my house, my dog would probably be in every scene, just like sniffing things, getting in the way. Can I be in your movie? Look, look.
Oh, it's adorable. That would be an adorable version of Much Ado About Nothing. Although a version with Nathan Fillion and Clark Gregg in it is also an adorable version of Much Ado About Nothing.
It looks really good. I like any film nowadays that's in black and white. I guess the classiness of how black and white is nowadays. It's like, oh, that must be a classy movie because it's in black and white.
Yeah, it's a good barometer for classiness.
Yeah.
I mean, I genuinely, like, I guess because not a lot of, like, black and white films get released, like, but the
Does that mean Sin City is classy?
I guess so.
regardless of whether it's classy or not, is awesome.
It is awesome, but is it classy?
It's not
All
classy.
the beating the like. I'm just picturing the last scene where he beats that guy to death with like his fist, and that's that's classy.
Ha ha! Beating a guy to death.
His, like, big yellow face into the
Yeah,
ground.
it's like all over the floor, classy.
And just all the, like, that would have been a great line to end on. Just Bruce Willis, classy.
Yeah.
All those strippers and stuff at that stripper club, classy.
Oh, yeah, pure class, that.
Fran, what was that movie that you told me the other day that you saw that you think I'd like?
Oh, blimey, what was it about? I can't remember at all.
You told me you saw a movie.
Oh, The Way Back, yeah.
Yeah, which I think looks really good, but I don't think it's playing anywhere near me, so.
No, it's also, it's written by, it's called The Way Back. It's written by one of the actors in Community. And yeah, it's just about this, like, it's got Sam Rockwell in it, who is absolutely brilliant.
Isn't Steve Carell in it?
Yeah, Steve Carell plays a bastard in it, a really, like, nasty, kind of cruel...
Now I really want to see it, because every movie he's in, he always plays a really nice guy.
I know, I mean,
He's never the villain.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, it's an amazing transformation, because it's hard for Steve Carell not to be likable and kind of mild-mannered and like, aww, but he's hot in it. He's hot, you really intensely dislike him and are kind of put off by him. It's a great performance. He must have been fucking, just as an actor, so excited to do it. Because it's a real stretch for him, and everyone's great in it, you know, it's a great, like, it's a really funny script, and it's really moving, and yeah, just definitely worth a watch. It's a bit like Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like Juno, which I fucking hate.
Juno's alright. I like Juno.
You're not overrated.
I hear a lot of people, everybody says that. I think it's alright, you know.
It is okay.
I think, God damn, I heard my dad say the shittiest thing the other day.
Oh, really?
And my mom, my parents are lame. My mom made a Napoleon Dynamite joke to me the other day, and I'm like, yeah, because that movie's still really funny. And my dad's like, what are you talking about? That movie is like the funniest movie ever made. And I'm like, are you kidding right now?
Yeah, vote Pedro, hilarious.
My dad legitimately thinks that Napoleon Dynamite is one of the funniest films ever made.
I thought it was really funny when it first came out, but
everybody did.
I haven't seen that many films. I think that was the thing. I was still at 17, and I'm, you know, much more like, you know, 7 years on, I can kind of appreciate that it's not that original of a concept.
Everybody thought that movie was fun. I remember when it came out, and
It's okay, Napoleon Dynamite. It's fine.
Actually, when I remember it coming out, it seemed to divide people. People either really liked it or really hated it. There was like no middle ground.
yeah.
I think like maybe the people that I knew were more kind of susceptible to just like weird stuff. So I mean, like, no, I liked it and my friends liked it at the time, but I would be very interested to go back and watch it again to see if I still found it funny, because I'm guessing I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, it's like, it was that teen comedy that kind of started that thing in the film festivals, and, you know.
I think ever since then, I've seen so many films like that, so many films with, like, a protagonist that is a bit of an underdog, that has glasses, bad hair, just weird in general, kind of, you know, as an umbrella term, kind of weird. And, just, you know, unless it's done really, really well, which I think The Way Back is, and it's a very different film, it's got much closer ties to things like Little Miss Sunshine. But, yeah, unless it's done really well, it's just like, seen it.
Do you remember when Napoleon Dynamite had an animated TV show?
For like 5 minutes. I watched an episode.
It only ran for like 3 months, and then they canceled it.
Of course it did. That's beating a dead horse. I like watched an episode.
It came out in 2012.
I know, that's the weirdest part. It's like way after anyone would even care.
I know.
That's what made me so curious. I'm like, why would they choose now? Are you really that desperate?
I don't even...
It was just put on hold for so long.
Yeah. They only had, like, 5 or 6 episodes. It was, like, weird. I remember when I saw it, and I'm like, it's 2012! Fox, what are you doing?
I know, I tried watching an episode, and it was kind of boring. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was just kind of... I don't know, boring and lifeless. It was just there, you know?
I mean, I know people kind of liked the movie for being, like, kind of realistic of a small town with, you know, awkward people, and, like, why would you make that an animated series? I didn't understand it.
Well, if they were going for, realism, they failed, because the first episode, the one episode I saw was, they were having a race. The town were having, like, bed races, where you race your bed across town. Realism!
Oh my god, it was... God, I remember saying to myself, what the fuck? Oh my god. What else has been going on with everybody?
Same old, just trying to get a job. My friends went to this thing called RetroCon yesterday. It's a con in Philly. And, like, it's pretty much like you can look at old toys and stuff. And just old...
I've heard of that, yeah. And that's the first time con, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no, it does look really, really good. I
was telling her, I kind of keep up with the con scene a little bit. And I'd heard about it, and I always get kind of iffy around new cons, because it's like, oh, sometimes people don't really know what they're getting themselves into. But the people who are running it look pretty... good to run one, so, you know.
I mean, I like, if I could afford it, I would go to all of them. Like, I look
every single convention.
Ever.
Yeah, I would spend my life doing that if I could. Like, you
would have, like, con flu forever.
I know, really.
Really bad.
The one that I've been to, like, was honestly, like, it was like, I do feel a bit like this, like, cons are... It always feels like they are just designed exclusively for you. It's just like, oh, yeah, in that room, there's your favorite writer. And in that room, they're showing this film that you've always wanted to see on the big screen with a bunch of people that also love it. And then you can also get this signed, and then you can go to a big party and get drunk. And I'm like, holy crap.
Well, they're not all like that. But
that's basically MagFest. Wow.
Yeah, that's MagFest, and... The excluding the getting drunk with the party, that's sort of a Monster Mania con, which is a con that's like my mecca.
Yeah. What's the kind of like what are the events and stuff at that one?
At Monster Mania, it's all horror stuff. So like they'll They'll screen some movies. It depends. Like, they might have a theme, or depending on the guest stars, they'll show some of their movies.
I love that I could work out it was horror from you saying Monster Mania. I'm like, derp, what's that? That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
I love it. I try to go like every year. I've met countless celebrities, spent so much money there. I love going. It's so much fun.
I mean, but to be honest, MAG like has very little in it that like in terms of like it's the music and gaming festival, and actually neither of those things are kind of number one on my list of like kind of nerdy interests. I
know what you mean. Like, considering MagFest's like format and what they do, I would never think of going, except I have so many friends there, you know? And the Nerf wars are fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's become like a mecca for that guy with the glasses fans, like that just and that guy with the glasses contributors that just swamp to it. And yeah, I guess maybe because it's a relatively small con, they're kind of more willing to like let the kind of guys from Tugwatug like do panels and stuff, and therefore people, you know, like
it's
going to
like
that.
It's some other people too. Like, I know Brental Floss goes every year, and so does the James Rolfe as well. And I think Egoraptor might still be going this year as well, the Game Grumps. And
oh, okay. I'm so gutted I didn't go to Alcon.
You keep telling me that. You're like,
oh yeah,
why?
Welty was saying, he said you would have loved it because Maddie was trying to flirt with a girl but ended up giggling like a child.
Wow.
Flirt with a girl? Cheeky bastard.
Well, it didn't work, obviously, so there's still hope.
There's always hope. There is always hope.
Please tell me while you're saying that you're just like looking off into the sunset.
Oh, I am. It's so
always
doing that. Actually, I'm looking at my ceiling and the fruit flies on my ceiling.
Gross.
Yeah, I have serious issues in my flat. Like, I honestly, I keep this place spotless. I don't know where they're coming from.
You have a hole in your house or something? Like,
yes, a house, that's a
get
lot.
some Raid. Get some fucking insecticide in there.
If you have fruit flies, then you probably have rotten fruit.
No, I really don't. I don't even eat fruit. That doesn't make me sound very good, does it? I veg.
No, that makes you sound like an American. You're British.
It does make you sound American.
American.
You're one of us now.
Yeah, no.
All you need to do is take a citizenship test.
And no more tea.
No more tea?
No, I'm kidding.
You can eat sweet tea, or drink sweet tea.
No, Americans like tea.
Eat sweet tea. I'll give that a try. Shall I, Greer? I'll eat tea a try.
Just tear open that tea bag and just dump it all in your mouth.
Oh god, that is so gross. Like, when the tea bag breaks apart in the mug, it's the saddest time of my life.
Okay, how about if I read you some, like, I'll find some, okay, here we go. This is a PDF that I found from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and it's civics, history, and government questions for a naturalization test. And this is part of a test that you have to take if you want to immigrate here.
Sinister. Naturalization, my god.
Do you know one freedom or right that is in the First Amendment?
Yeah, freedom of speech.
Do you know any others?
Ooh, the right.
I don't even know some of our freedoms, and I've lived here.
Right to bear arms.
No, I had to, like, memorize all of these in high school.
The right to bear arms, I'm right, aren't I?
That's the Second Amendment.
There are
5 rights you have in the First Amendment.
I swear I'm not reading these. Okay. Freedom of speech, the right to bear arms.
That's the Second Amendment.
I know, I'm going through them again.
No, hold on, no. The First Amendment is made up of 5 things. One of them is the freedom of speech.
I'm trying to remember all of them.
Alright, the First Amendment basically states you have the freedom and the right to the right to freedom of speech, the right to freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, and freedom to petition the government.
Where's the right to bear arms?
That's the Second Amendment. That was all in the First Amendment.
Oh,
The
hang on.
Second Amendment is the gun.
Wait, the First Amendment has subcategories.
Yes.
Okay.
How many amendments are there? Do you know how many amendments there are?
Woo, 8?
No. God damn, you're not even close.
50?
That's how many states there are.
I knew that! Wow! No, I don't know how many
There
amendments.
are 27 amendments in the Constitution.
How many?
27.
Cool. Thank you, I guess.
Do you know? Okay, what did the Declaration of Independence do?
The Declaration of Independence.
You should know this.
I
Kind of
do.
fucked over gay marriage, that's for sure.
Yeah, no. It did not do that. What it did do, however, was declare America's independence from England.
Yep, that's pretty much what it did. Let's see. What are the name a branch of government?
What
are what? Tell me the three.
The Senate. The Senate. That's a thing. The Senate.
That's not a branch of government.
Oh.
What are the 3 branches of government?
Freedom of speech.
No.
The right to bear arms.
Freedom to rock.
Freedom, the right to bear arms.
Awesome.
Okay, there's the legislative branch.
Okay.
The executive branch.
Okay.
All right, the legislative branch is Congress.
And I presume
they
create legislation.
Yeah, the executive branch is the president.
Right.
That's Obama. The courts are the judicial branch.
Sexy branch.
The judicial branch is the courts, the Supreme Court and shit.
Okay.
All right, who's in charge of the executive branch?
The president.
Exactly. Okay, you're on your way to becoming an American.
Oh no! I take it back. I don't know any of these questions.
All right, what? Who's the vice president?
Joe Biden.
Okay, good. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
I don't know that.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's the president.
Oh.
The president is also the commander-in-chief, who also signs bills into laws, who can also veto bills.
No.
No.
What's that? What is that thing that, again, is always referenced in things like The Simpsons, where, like, they have, like, a rolled-up bit of paper sitting on the steps to White House or something.
I'm
just a bill. Yes, they call me
a bill. That's a thing. That's a little animated education thing that basically everybody watched when they were a kid. Called Schoolhouse Rock, and it taught you all about grammar and how to make sentences, and that was a song that was a little animation that went along with a song that taught you how a bill turns into a law.
Oh, okay.
And they sing a little song about it, and they tell you about how a bill proposed can become a law.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's a American staple.
Yeah, it seems like it is.
Just like funnel cake.
A lot of these things that I see referenced, I assume, are American staples. They just seem baffling if you're not American.
Yeah. Alright. We had 13 states when you guys took us over. What are they?
You know, before you answer that, I should say this is probably the most educated episode ever.
I'm quizzing Fran so she can become an American.
Well, no, but we're having, like, a history lesson.
Name 5. How about this? Name 5 of the original 13 colonies.
We shall spare you.
Oh, God. I almost want to get these wrong so that I don't actually have to become an American.
I'll give you a hint. They're all on the East Coast.
Oh, I really want to get this right, actually. Well, I'm incredibly competitive. The East Coast, right, I don't know what that means, so let's dismiss that.
That's the side of the country that I'm on.
Me too.
Oh, so
that's where we are. It's East Coast is the East U.S.
Or
and West
Florida
Coast is the West.
Okay, Oklahoma, is that a state?
Yes, that is a state, but that is in the Midwest. That is,
And a musical.
that's like right above
It
Texas.
certainly is a musical. That's why I know what it is.
Oh my
Okay,
god, that's brilliant.
That's my first guess.
Just no, that is not.
Okay. All right. Georgia,
Yes.
Yes.
you called. Is that so? That's right. I got that right, did
Yes, yes. That was an original colony.
I? Okay.
Not
right.
all of Georgia. I think it's just like a portion of it was part of the colonies, but
Okay, Texas.
no. I think Texas was still belonged to Mexico at that point.
Okay. Kansas.
No.
Is that even a state?
Yes, that is a state, but no, that's like
It isn't, then Dorothy's
that's
in
like
trouble.
smack dab in the middle of the state with no water surrounding it.
Yeah.
What's-
Kansas was literally in the middle of nowhere.
Start naming states that have water next to them.
Oh, you've lost me. Washington?
Washington D.C. or Washington State?
I don't understand the difference.
Washington
Washington
D.C.
D.C. is where MacFest is, and Washington State
Washington
is
State is a state that's on the West Coast. It's like right next to Canada.
Oh, it's okay. It's on the coast.
Washington
Near
D.C. No, there's a difference. Washington D.C. is not a state; it's a district.
Then I'm gonna guess.
That's where the capital of the country is, though.
I'm gonna guess Washington State.
No,
No,
I
it
just
is.
said it's on the opposite side of the country.
Did you? I didn't hear that. Next guess. I don't know. Next
Jesus
question.
Christ. You could have said New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or
Well, I could have done, but I didn't know that
all
they were
those
the
states up there.
answers.
Stop fighting!
Okay, do you know what territory we bought from France in the 1800s?
Do you know?
Why?
I do.
Where are you getting all this stuff?
Greer's a genius.
I had to memorize all this shit.
I got you so wrong. I
You are
thought
a
you,
genius girl whose icon picture is a pug with Peter Dinklage's head.
it's the two things are so juxtaposed.
Okay,
I
do
can't
you
believe it.
know what we bought from France in 18?
Yes, the Statue of Liberty.
No,
Oh.
France gave that to us.
Oh, okay, but that
There
is
was a
near-
territory that France owned that we bought from them in the 1800s.
Oh, okay.
France owned territory in the United States, but we bought it from them so we can keep going west.
I know that there are French Canadians, so Canada?
No, we don't
Okay.
own Canada.
Sometimes
own a
it
part-
seems like
All right.
sometimes
You know somewhere Serena's getting pissed
Okay,
off.
no. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Yesterday, or what day were we talking? Yesterday, I was talking to you about Cajun accents. And where did I say Cajun accents were from?
like where the Princess and the Frog is set.
Yes.
Oh, New Orleans.
Yes, what state is
Down.
that, though?
New Orleans. Oh, blimey. What state is
Yeah, New Orleans isn't a state.
New Orleans is a
Yeah,
state.
I
State of
was-
mind.
It seems that is the case. I was under the impression that it was a state.
It's Louisiana, which is where the
Okay.
French had the accent where it turned into Cajun. It's called the Louisiana Purchase, which...
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. I
yeah,
never knew
it's
what-
like all the way up the Mississippi. We bought all that from them. For like
Okay.
$2 million or something. I don't know, whatever the conversion rate was in the 1800s. Okay, do you know who Susan B. Anthony was?
Oh,
How much
yes.
longer are we having a history lesson?
Because she needs to become an American.
God,
No, I don't.
wow, Greer. You must, before you become the Magfest, you have to be initiated.
Yes, exactly.
God, imagine if they did this to Matthew. Now I know why he's so skeptical.
They already did. How else do you think he got to Magfest?
Oh, God, it's all coming together.
Oh, God.
Horrible
Here's an
web.
easy one. Do you know what the national anthem is?
Oh, yeah, it's the one you ripped the tune off of, yeah.
What?
I like your answer.
It's, oh, say, can you see by
Yes.
the dawn's early... Yeah.
You know what it's
Oh,
called?
that's not the one you stole. You guys stole the tune from an English anthem
Did we?
We did.
for one of your like national songs, and usually I can remember,
We
but
probably
this
did. I'm not gonna
almost
lie.
sneaky bastards, sneaky bastards.
You only need one last question to become an American. Do you know what the capital is of the United States?
Yeah, it's Washington D.C.
Good job! Yay!
And that's where MagFest is.
Right, I suddenly have a craving for a burger.
You
That
should
sounds
go get
good.
one. I'm so curious. I want you to, the day before you come to MagFest, I want you to eat a burger at McDonald's, and then come to America and eat a burger at McDonald's and tell me if they're different.
Yeah, because burgers at McDonald's here look like shit. Like a Big Mac over here is just a piece of crap. Like, I don't even eat them. They're all like flimsy.
Well, they're flimsy here too, but I want to know if they taste different.
Okay,
That's something I really want to know for some reason. I've always wanted to know.
I'm still reeling from you thinking that scones. No, not scones. Sorry, crumpets. No, is it scones? You think something is a biscuit?
It's a biscuit. That's what it is. Here, a biscuit is fluffy and it comes out of the oven.
Oh, I can't even talk to you.
That's what it is here. That's what we pour gravy over and have for dinner.
Gravy on a biscuit.
Gravy is sausage gravy. It's called biscuits and gravy, and it's what we eat here.
Is nothing sacred anymore. My God.
No.
That's a biscuit. I just sent you a picture.
A Chick-fil-A biscuit,
I'm
yeah.
not a fan of biscuits. They're okay. I don't know.
Biscuits are good. You have to get the right
Yeah,
ones.
it's a scone.
A scone. That's a biscuit.
Tomato, whatever.
That's a.
Doesn't matter.
I love. Isn't
I
it
really
pronounced
like-
scone?
We say scone.
Scone. Why? Just drop the e.
You absconded the scone.
I
I love wordplay.
If you're gonna pronounce it without the e, just take the e off.
I don't
I
know
think we've
why.
reached a dilemma.
You're right. You've stunned me into silence.
Oh my God! You should take this to Tony Blair. Who's your prime minister?
Oh God!
Oh, I sent the British quiz.
It's
Tony.
David.
I know Tony Blair's not the. What is it? You guys have a prime minister, right?
Yeah, we have a prime minister. Do you know what? I love that joke in The Simpsons where they say that it's set in Australia and they say that they're going to get in contact with the prime minister, and then this guy just yells out his window, "Hey, Mr. Prime Minister!" And the guy's just like in a dinghy, like.
But no, who is it? David Cameron? Is that the prime minister?
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Okay. Was Tony Blair a good guy?
Not really.
Uh.
He supported the war in Iraq quite heavily. Like, he's pretty much George W. Bush's butt monkey. He brought in the minimum wage, which is really good.
Who
But
was the last good prime minister you had?
Oh God, that takes me back.
It's that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure you guys feel that way about politics. I think Britain and America, their kind of values are pretty similar. Like, just kind of, exploiting the needy in favor of people that are already rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty bitter about all that at the moment. For reasons which I will tell you after the podcast.
Oh, good. We should probably go before we spout any more dumb crap. I try to make it extremely clear that this podcast is not meant to be informative or taken seriously at all. We're just fucking around and having a conversation like we always do. And I just decided one day maybe we should record them and put them on the internet.
I think we're great. I think we're hilarious. I really do. I think this is the best podcast
in the world. I knew you were gonna say that.
Honestly, though, I do just want to say I've had a terrible day, and you guys have cheered me up so much. So thank you.
I had a pretty shitty night, but whatever.
I'm sorry, gang. Well, I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia's okay. Well, I hope we have sufficiently cheered up our listening public. And on that note, yeah, I guess we're gonna hit the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get Welshie on this show if it kills me.
You should. He'll be our first boy guest. We'll have an icky.
I know.
We'll have an icky boy in the room.
Ew, gross. Ew. On that note of intense immaturity,
Intense.
being intensely childish, I bid you all adieu.
Much ado about nothing.
I bid you much ado about nothing.
Bye-bye.
So long.
Goodbye.